Okay, so there's a delay, and I suppose I'm just going to have to assume there are people here. I can't see anything yet, but if someone could just let me know in the chat if you can see me and you can hear me, that would be great. Whoa, Jacinta's first, and Jacinta is having a birthday today. Jacinta is my baby sister. Happy birthday, Jacinta. And Mr. Woods is in the chat too, so I guess it's working. I just can't see anything myself, so that's uncomfortable. Anywho, welcome to the Crafty Chat. I am Aspen, the hands behind the hook here at Woodstead Creative. Today's craft is the flower. Got it written down here. Flower Puddles blanket. It's a pattern I found on Etsy, and I am working for. Not Etsy. Ravelry. I'm all jittery now. On Ravelry, and I'm working it in black, red, and yellow for Australia Day. And of course, 2 weeks ago, I said, "Oh yeah, I've got heaps of time. There's still 2 weeks to go before Australia Day. I'll get it finished. There's no problems." And now we're 3 days away from the deadline, and I still have about 100 grams of yarn to put into it. So that's what I'll be working on today. Today's tea is elderflower and rose bubble tea. I did make notes this time so that I don't just end up rambling the whole time. The one thing that I did forget to mention last week when I put up the video was that my crafter in crime, Tessa and I are going to be at the Yarra Valley Wool and Handicrafts Show in Moralbark on the 17th of March, and the All About Fibre and Yarn Festival in Warragul on the 28th of April. We're not doing any markets this year. We're just going to be doing some craft shows, and hopefully there'll be more dates for those as we go further through the year, but those are the two we've got for now. Let's see what's in chat. Okay, it seems like you guys can hear and see me okay, but I've got a bit of a delay, which makes it difficult for me to know where I'm up to, so I'm sorry if there's a lot of umming and ahhing and pausing and staring at the camera weird. I'm not very good with technology. Anyone who knows me knows that I am not very good with computers. I can't make them do what I want them to do. So if I switch over, I won't be able to see the chat, but I will be able to see myself in real time. Okie dokie. We will try and get the bugs sorted before next week. This is the first time going live, so it's probably not going to be fantastic. If you've been around on any of my other socials, on Facebook or Instagram. Oh, baby is amazed by crafting. Hello, baby. Maybe if he watches, he won't feel so cranky. Yeah, so if you've been on any of my other socials, you might have seen that I put up a reel for a pocket tic-tac-toe set that I just sent out to its owner yesterday. I'm really, really excited for that one. It was such a fun project to work on. I'm really, really pleased with how it worked out. I had a customer ask me, they sent me a reel and asked if I could recreate it. I had a look at the pattern attached to the reel, but it was a bit of a dodgy website, and I don't actually think the pattern that they were selling belonged to them. I couldn't find the original creator of the pattern, so I winged it, and it came out really well. I was really proud of it, and I sent that off yesterday. But if you do have an idea for a commission that I don't have listed up on any of my pages, always feel free to send me a message and discuss any ideas you have, because I'm always up for a challenge, and I will be listing more things as I get more photos taken, and I've got a few. I made a long dog, a bluey long dog. Are we allowed to say bluey on the internet? Instant ban. It's gone. Yeah, so I made the bluey long dog. They put out a pattern just before Christmas. I had someone message me and asked if I could make it for their husband, and asked if I could embroider their husband's name on the bottom of the long dog, and that was another one that I was really, really pleased with. It came out so well, so cute. It was really well received, and I'd love to make some more of those. I've also been obsessed with our emotional support chickens that I showed you all last week. I'll be listing a few more blankets. Obviously there's this Australia Day blanket. Oh, a seal. Oh, like a Pokemon seal or a real life seal. Yeah, so there'll be this blanket will be available once I've gotten the photos taken. I've also got a few more blankets that are ready to go, and again, happy to take commissions for more any ideas that anybody has. What else did I write down? If you are a crafter yourself or looking to get into crafting, I will be trying to film some tutorials as well. Obviously the easiest thing, well, supposedly the easiest thing to do is to just sit here and craft and chat, and but I would also like to get as many people with hooks in their hands as possible. 3 kids here chanting Pokemon seal over and over. Well, I guess seals are on the list now. Oh, thank you, Jacinta. They are stickers. I couldn't paint my nails to save my life, and going and getting them done is just too expensive. Oh, hang on, that wasn't even in frame. Waiting for it to catch up. There we go. They are stickers. You just stick them on and they last for a couple of days and make me feel like a real girl. Well, at least we know the chat is working now. I wish I could see what was going on in real time. It's very disorienting. I need my tech support to come home so that I can so that you can show me how to do it, because computers are not my forte. I can crochet all day. Don't ask me to make the computer do anything. I'm assuming the kids are all watching then. Only 3, so Bub must still be asleep. So yeah, I will be trying to film some tutorials for... I want to start with a granny square for anyone that has never crocheted before and wants to learn the basics, but also I've seen a lot of people saying that they can't get their granny squares to sit flat, or that it sort of spirals off to the side as they go. And my grandma taught me a long time ago a technique that gives you a nice square granny square. So that'll be the first tutorial I work on. I can computer all day, but the closest to crochet is the mess of cables to untangle afterwards. What are you talking about? You don't untangle your cables. It's like yarn vomit, but it's meant to look like that. Are you sure it's meant to look like that, or you just don't want to try to make it look different? Yeah, I'm definitely the I can bake, I can make things with my hands. Anything that plugs in and requires electricity terrifies me. Absolutely terrifies me. I don't get it. I don't know how to make it work. If anybody had seen me trying to get the live going today, and just, yeah, I could just about have vomited. Especially to be here by myself to try and get it done. It's just, no, throw the whole computer in the bin. Throw everything in the bin. Throw me in the bin. It's not happening today. Oh, Jacinta, did I give you yarn, or did I just give you the cross stitch stuff? You'll have to come up so that I can... I'm not very good at teaching, I don't think. I can definitely make a tutorial, but I don't know if I'm very good at swapping movements between my hands to other people's hands. Ah, I didn't realise I gave you yarn. That's alright, we'll get you crocheting. Whoops. Have to pull back a stitch because I'm not paying attention. It's actually a lot harder than it looks to crochet and talk at the same time. If someone was here in front of me, it would probably be a lot easier. Because I could see your face and I could see your reaction in real time. I feel like there was much more that I wanted to talk about, or that I thought that what I had written down to talk about was going to take a lot longer. How long have we been on for? I can't see. I suppose one way to look at it is that this is the first one. So everything from here on out is learning and growing, and no one's ever good at anything they try first go. So Jacinta cross stitch, diamond paint, studying full time, about to start 2 jobs, and part-time co-parent. I don't know if you do need a new hobby, JC. Just quietly, I think you sound like you need a nap. And happy birthday again. I know I sort of stumbled over it at the start. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing right now. You'll have to come up soon and I'll make cake. That's what today is for. Do you get to have a nap today? Is it a birthday nap? Chris has all 4 gremlins on his own today. Ooh, toffee. Ooh, that, yeah. It's been a long time since I've made you toffee. We can do that. Although toffee and crochet don't mix. They really don't. Sugar is not the friend of yarn. I feel like I'm talking and I'm going to get around to the other end of my row and realize that while I was waffling, I was making mistakes. That's okay, we'll fix it. So I still have this much yarn and this much yarn before I can be finished with this blanket. And I only have 3 days to get that done. So, and this yarn in particular is tricky to work with because it's not a spun yarn, it's actually 4 strands of cotton that you work together, but it changes one strand of cotton at a time, so you get these nice I don't know if you can see that very well. You get these nice slow colour changes. I really love this pattern. It's so intricate and it looks really fancy, but it's not actually that difficult. It's really standard stitches, but just the way they're put together, you get these nice concentric ripples that just keep going. And I thought it looked nice and sort of natural, like water or flowers or anything like that. So I thought this pattern in the colours of the Indigenous flag would be a great project for Australia Day. Oh, there's somebody in my yard. Meerkat mode activated. I thought that would be a great project for Australia Day. You guys can't actually see what I'm doing. I know there's a bit of contention about Australia Day, but this is the way that I want to celebrate this year. Which arm is my Fitbit on? My Fitbit is on my left hand. So here you can see my hands as I can see my hands, but the face camera is my face as you would see it looking at me. It's very confusing. I don't like it. I've tried flipping the camera around a bunch of different ways. I've only just discovered the existence of crafty Twitch streamers. I thought Twitch was just for games, and to be honest, learning all of the new platforms makes me feel really old and confused and like sitting down and having a nap. But I've been watching a few of them while I've been crafting lately, and it just blows me away how they can sit and concentrate on their craft but also chat and keep up with the chats. Like, I've got 2 people here in my chats and that's hard enough to keep up with. You know, when they've got like 30, 40 people and everybody's messaging them all at once, and they're still just keeping up with the chat and crafting along. Hopefully we'll get there. Okay, it is right then. I felt you were crocheting with the wrong hand because I always see it from the reverse side. It looks wrong in first person. Ah, well there you go. I've got a few bits and pieces that I want to work on this year. I want to do some more of my little ghosties. I'd like to do a range of seasonal little ghosties. I want to try and make some of the emotional support chickens into game chickens. So maybe a white one from Minecraft. maybe some of the Stardew Valley chickens. Try and get some of those inspired. Maybe even a dinosaur or duck. I want to do... I didn't really get to show off my jellyfish that much last year, but I'm really excited about those. That's my first pattern that I've actually come up with on my own, not following someone else's pattern. So I'm really, really excited to do more with those. And so that being my own pattern, I probably will be able to do a tutorial on that one as well. What else have we been doing at the moment? My new Danger Craft is very exciting. I've been needle felting, and I had to stop needle felting because I don't know if you can see that. I injured myself. I stabbed all the way through my finger from one side to the other. But I did manage to make something that looked like the thing I wanted it to look like. So I can't draw to save my life. I can never... I don't see pictures in my head, so I can never get the pictures down on the paper the way that I would experience them in real life. And with this, you don't have to worry about where you put the thing, because if you don't like where it is, you just push it over until you do like where it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. Well, it's a little sunset. The nibblings like the sunset. I think you could do a horror theme stream with needle felting. It'd just be like a constant risk of jump scare. It'd be like watching me with the needle, and then randomly just like me stabbing myself and everyone being like, what's going on? And then there's blood everywhere and we have to stop anyway. Who says craft can't be an extreme sport? I've given myself muscle injuries with crochet before, so craft is not for grannies. Craft, and if you've ever sat on a knitting pin, it's not for the faint of heart. Poor Chris having to watch me. I've also been working on my mandalas. I finished a couple of these before Christmas, but again, I haven't really had much opportunity to show everything off. So these ones, I can't fit it all on the screen, but I have been crocheting around gemstones. This one's a rose quartz, and mounting them into the center of the mandala. So that's another thing that I want to do more of this year. I want to make more of my own patterns this year. I don't just want to be making finished products for people who want crochet. I also want to be making things that crafters want and need. If you add ink, needle felting is basically tattooing. Instantly just the scene from Moana where the guy is sitting there going, ow, 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 while he's getting the tattoo. I don't think that's a very good idea. For any hardcore yarn lovers who want a tattoo made of fibre. Oh, flashbacks to high school and sewing, getting a needle and thread and like sewing pictures into the top layer of skin on my hand. in the day. Exactly the scene I was thinking. Is there any other scene? Oh dear. Oh, everything went away for a second. Can't accidentally bump the mouse or we lose everything. Sort of got a little pop-up of Streamlabs to make sure that I can see what my hands are doing and make sure they're still in frame, because I sort of keep like sliding up here which isn't fun to watch. We've been going for about half an hour now though, so it's not too bad. Considering half an hour ago I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, no, we're not doing it today. In the bin. Have you met us? Everything is extreme. Yeah. I would not let you needle felt, Jacinta. I'm sorry. You are banned. I don't know how, but you would definitely manage to end up in the hospital if I so much as let you in the room with a felting needle. It's not going to happen. I'll teach you how to crochet, but I'm not going to teach you how to needle felt. Alrighty guys, I think that I am going to stop for today, and then get tech support to review the system, and hopefully next week will be smoother, and I'll have a better plan so that I'm not just sitting here waffling at the screen. But thank you for hanging out with me today. Mark says it's funny because it's true. Well, he would know. He should know by now. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. We'll see you next week.